Welcome back to In the City. I'm here at Cardiff City Stadium today, where we will be looking for our 7th game undefeated at home on Saturday. Coming up on the show today, we'll be hearing from the Gaffer. We'll also be hearing from boxing legend Team Calzaghe, who's just launched his brand new boxing academy in conjunction with Cardiff City Foundation. But first, we are over to Ben Turner, who incidentally got knocked out by Kadeem this week. Keep watching.
Till the weekend, obviously I was happy, 3 out of 4 clean sheets, picking up points, 2 wins, 2 draws, but that's football. It can kind of shock you with what happens sometimes. I wasn't expecting to go to Bournemouth and concede 5 goals. Being a centre half, I'm bitterly disappointed about that. But at the same time, I've been playing long enough now to know that it's not all just one week after the other positive things. Sometimes you get something like this happen, and it can help you in the long run because it refocuses everyone, including myself, and it makes you realise you need to do better.
Now Brentford on Saturday, another team in good form. How are you looking to approach that one?
The same as before really, but just obviously try and get more things right than we have done in the last few games. We want to set up with a good shape. We want everyone to know their roles defensively, and then hopefully we can look a bit better going forward, certainly than we did the last home game. Because obviously we weren't good enough going forward. We didn't offer enough threat. We didn't pass the ball well enough. We didn't move the ball fast enough, and we didn't cause them enough problems. But we're fully aware of that. We're not walking about the place thinking that we've cracked it and we're doing well enough. We know we've got to keep lifting our standards, and hopefully we'll take another step in the right direction on Saturday.
Brentford manager Mark Warburton brings his newly promoted side to Cardiff City Stadium. Ben spoke about facing the Bees on Saturday.
They're up there in the league for a reason. They're playing good football at the minute. They've got their own agenda, they've got their own targets. You don't want to lose to the teams around you. I think we're still close enough we were close enough to Bournemouth at the weekend, and we could have got within 3 points of them. We didn't, we blew it. They're top of the league now, and we're chasing again. But this weekend it's another one where we win, we're within striking distance, and then we've got 2 games in 3 days coming up over Christmas after that. So I think this is a vitally important game. We need to set ourselves up for that Boxing Day and the 28th combination, because it comes thick and fast, but there's 9 points on offer now, and we need to have our heads on that. And
as we're 6 games unbeaten at home, Ben spoke about the importance of the support from the City faithful.
Yeah, they can be a 12th man. That's what we want. We want the fans behind us, but at the same time we need to give them something to cheer about. It's up to us. We're the paid professionals who we should know what we're doing. We should know how to lift a crowd, and we've not done that enough in recent weeks. We've provided them, certainly in the last 2 games, we haven't provided them enough to cheer about, and hopefully at the weekend we will.
Let's take a look at what else is going on around the club. The Cardiff City squad welcomed this very talented bunch from Cardiff High School to their Vale training base this week. The youngsters were awarded for their continual quality contributions to the CHS football blog and Cardiff City's matchday programme. Russell Slade and John Brayford presented Joe Richards with his framed copy of his work published in our Sheffield Wednesday programme earlier in the season. Well done to all the pupils involved with the CHS football blog for their continued efforts and support for Cardiff City. What's Craig Newman doing here with a stopwatch, whistle and gaffer pose about him? Well, in conjunction with David Marshall, Aaron Gunnison, Adam Lafondra and a number of City's senior squad, he was coaching youngsters as part of his study for the UEFA B licence qualification run by the FAW. We're still intrigued as to what Alfie had in his backpack here, though Nooney having to get involved with some ball work was no surprise at all. On Sunday, Cardiff City's disability team entered their 3rd tournament of the season at the Golf Centre in Newport. A successful day for the side, making it to the semi-finals. City staff came together to show their support for the Christmas Jumper campaign in aid of the Save the Children charity. Cardiff City development side are sitting 2nd in the league after Monday night's 1-0 victory over Crystal Palace. The Academy also won 1-0 this week, beating Charlton Athletic and progressing on to the next round of the FAW Youth Cup. And a huge victory for Cardiff City women, who beat Wrexham Ladies 6-0 at Leckwith on Sunday. Danielle Broadhurst scoring a hat-trick for the Bluebirds. Over to Futsal, our under-18s welcomed Spurs to the House of Sport on Friday. It was a tight battle for the A team, who narrowly missed out in a 4-3 defeat, but the Bees managed an impressive 10-5 victory.
Now let's hear from the manager, Russell Slade, who shared his thoughts on his team's home form.
I'm a football manager. I always want more. You always want more from your team. You want better results and you want better performances. But I think it's about looking at the short term. Are we making a little bit of progress? Have we changed things? Are the team fitter than what they are? Have they got a game plan? Can we improve it going forward? Whether that's a personnel change or the shape of the team. Lots of little issues that we talk about as a staff that we're looking to improve the football club going forward. There's not a day goes by. It's important for me when I arrive in the morning and then when I go home at night. Have we done anything that's helped the football club move forward just a little bit? It's massively important.
With the league being so tight and with so many points still available, how important is the Christmas period?
We feel as if we can still, with the group that we've got together, we can still make an impact this season. There's no doubt about that. And the target will be, and we've set ourselves short-term and long-term targets, but of course we want to be in that top six. And it's frustrating that we're not in it at this moment in time, but there's still a lot of games to play for, and we're hopeful that we can pick up enough points.
Brentford the visitors to Cardiff City Stadium this afternoon, and they do so riding the crest of a wave since last season's promotion. Playing in their first second flight season in 13 years, the Bees currently sit 5th in the championship table and have suffered just one defeat in their last 7 matches. At home their form is impressive indeed, just a solitary loss to Norwich back in September, blemishing an otherwise unbeaten record. On the road, results have varied though. Wins at Forest and Millwall counterbalanced by losses at both Huddersfield and struggling Bolton of late, where much like our own visit to the Macron Stadium, they conceded 3 goals in defeat. Following our 5 concessions at Bournemouth last Saturday, we entered today's match with an identical defensive record to our visitors, with 27 goals against from our 21 matches thus far. Whilst, in terms of goals scored, Brentford's 13 on their travels slightly outstrips the 11 that City have conceded on home turf. It's Andre Gray who leads the scoring charts for the Bees, with 8 league strikes since joining from Luton Town in the summer, whilst young Spanish forward Jota, on loan from Celta Vigo for the season, has netted in 3 of the last 4 matches and shows serious signs of settling into life in English football. The match represents the first league encounter between the two sides for 11 years, when goals from Scott Young and Robert Earnshaw helped Cardiff to a 2-0 win at Griffin Park back in the old Football League Division 2. And for Brentford's last win on Cardiff soil, you need to set your minds all the way back to January 1995, when even goals from the mighty duo of Phil Stant and Tony Bird weren't enough to prevent a 3-2 defeat.
Joe Calzaghe's boxing academy launched last week. We spoke to Team Calzaghe at his gym in Newbridge to find out more.
There's an idea we was talking about last year about giving something back, and obviously boxing helped me not just become a world champion, but if it wasn't for boxing as a kid, I don't know what I'd do. You know, I come from Council Estate, wasn't very good at school, didn't like school to be honest, and I was just lucky enough to be very good at boxing, so I managed to succeed. And if I didn't succeed at boxing, I wouldn't know where I'd be. But one thing it did teach me is a lot of discipline, you know, and the skill of boxing is great. And I think the good thing is, especially when I look at teenagers between the ages of 16 and 19, you know, if they're struggling at school, I think it's great that you could use boxing to obviously teach them fitness, discipline and so on, and then from then they can go on to further education, and which is great.
Well, I think it's a great programme. Going back, you know, when Joe retired, you know, I think in some way he left a lot of that in his heart. It was still there, you know. His dad, what shall we do with it? You know, shall we do something? And I thought this thing now coming now, it's brilliant.
Cardiff City Foundation will be the first organisation to roll out the academy. So what are Joe's thoughts on that?
I think it's great, you know, it's good, you know, obviously I'm in Cardiff City, so hopefully get back to the Premiership next season. But yeah, it's fantastic, and like I said, you know, it's great that you got the opportunity of different sports, you know, and like I said, as far as boxing goes, it's, you know, it's a great sport, and like I said, let's go back to the discipline side of it. You know, it's hard, it is hard, but you get a lot of self-worth out of it, you know, you get a lot of fitness and everything else, and you know, you do this for 12 months and you get through the program, you know, like I said, you know, you can go on to education and better yourself in whatever you want to do.
Finally, I asked Joe to talk us through some fond memories from his career.
2006 Jeff Lacey fighting from Jeff Lacey fight. Obviously things got great. Boxing Michael Kessler at Millennium Stadium was the highlights. My last fight in UK. And then I went to obviously fight in Vegas and New York, Madison Square Garden, macro boxing. So that was brilliant. But the main thing, you know, was to finish undefeated. You know, it's very, very rare. So it's nice to come from where I come in a little town, Newbridge, you know, little council estate, for the little leisure centres I used to box in, to fight in the biggest arenas in the world. It just goes to show anything is possible, you know, and that's what I tell these children, anything's possible. If you want something bad enough and you're dedicated to it, you can achieve anything in life.
Team Calzaghe, the longest reigning Super Middleweight World Champion in history, launched his brand new boxing academy in conjunction with Cardiff City Foundation this week. So, this week's show theme is boxing, and a bit of a mismatch in the weight categories admittedly, but we're over to Ben and Kadeem, who faced off on the Wii.
We ain't got security straps, mate. So I'm bloody ready.
There you go.
Round one. Fight!
That's how you keep winning on little fight targets.
I'm missing everything. Oh, I'm fully hot here.
Yes.
Come on! Is that the end of the round?
Round two.
It's going to be a close scorecard. Oh, I'm down. What do I do? What do I do? Have to press buttons. He's up the bloke. I can't hit him. Hit him, man! I'm down again. Down again. Does it get up twice?
Nah, he's finished, he's done.
Get up! Show me one arm don't work. Your left arm don't throw, look.
How you get up?
Get down, Cads. Sit down.
How you get up?
I don't know, just keep shaking it.
Bloody shot that. Oh God, oh God. He's not going to get up this time, is he? He's up.
I'm going to hit you soon.
What's up, man? You ain't getting up this time. Let's go.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I don't need a gym session now.
Well played.
Do you reckon you could knock him out in real life?
It'll be a close one.